Hey everybody, it's Alex. Um, just wanted to touch base. Haven't had the best week last week. Um, kind of in a bad emotional spot. Um, there were some instances last week. Um, as I said, I work in a call center, and had some instances last week where being called ma'am on the phone was a little hard. um, and then my girlfriend took me out to this really nice restaurant for dinner, and she had on this little skirt and this little blouse with it and the belt and her sandals. She looked adorable. Of course, I think she always looks beautiful, so maybe I'm just a little biased, I don't know. I'm there and I'm in my shirt and my tie. It's a dimly lit restaurant. We're sitting at the table, we're sitting in a booth, we're sitting next to each other, and the waiter comes up and calls us ladies. Now, it's funny because I can go out, as you can see right now, I'm in a t-shirt and a button-down shirt that's open, because I do have to, as I've said before, I'm very large in the chest, and even with a binder that is a size smaller than I'm supposed to wear, I still have a noticeable chest. So I have to do the layering to try to help camouflage that. So if I'm out in just my jeans and my t-shirt, like this, I get called sir, no big deal. It happens all the time. But now here it is, I'm in this restaurant and I'm dressed like I've got on my shirt and my tie, and I get called ladies. So that was kind of rough. And then, as I said, I work in a call center, and one of the third-party vendors that we deal with called, and I answered the phone, Alex, and she proceeds to tell me that she thinks Alex is a really pretty name and wants to know if it's short for Alexandria or Alexis, because that's her niece's name. And I explained no, that it's Alexander, the obvious male connotation to it there, the male version. And instead of just letting it go that she made a mistake, that she wasn't talking to a female on the line, I get, "Oh, did your daddy want a boy?" And that was exactly the tone that she used. And I didn't know how to react. I mean, how do you say that to someone that, you're working with, that you've never met? How do you say something like that? How is that an appropriate thing to say? And then she doesn't let it go at that point. I ask who's going to be the contact for this call, and she tells me the name is Oscar, and that she has a friend whose name is, her name is Oscar, only it's Oscar Jr. because she was named after her dad. And at this point, I'm failing to see how this is helping the situation. Now, even though I am highly indignant right now and highly offended, I can't jeopardize my job by saying anything. So it was not good. And then, like I said, I'd been in a bad place, and then I was because right now my T shots are every 2 weeks. So I was getting towards the end, and I just took my last shot, my 3-month shot, number 7, yesterday, Monday the 24th. So I was already on that downswing from the hormones. So I've noticed that I've got some depression that starts to creep in towards the downswing on the T. and then this, and then even though, my girlfriend and I spent more time together last week than what we normally spend in a week, I was really needing to be with her. I was just needing to be close to her and be in contact. I'm a very touch-oriented person, and I needed that touch, just to hold her hand or something. I really, really needed that. And then the next day on Saturday, I had to work and she was out of town, so I didn't get to, normally, I go over after work on Saturday, and we spend the rest of the weekend together. But I didn't get to do that. So I was just, I don't know, Saturday night I was lost. I was agitated. I didn't want to be around people, but I didn't want to be by myself. I didn't want to be at home, but I didn't want to go anywhere, because it's really hard for me to meet people. I'm actually kind of shy in person, and when I'm around people that I don't know, I tend to be very quiet, so people tend to think I'm arrogant, or that I think I'm better than other people, and it's not. It's just I'm quiet. Even in every day, I don't always talk a lot. I don't always feel it necessary to fill up the air with sound. I don't always see that as being necessary. So I ended up going out with another trans friend of mine. Her name is Christy. We went out, and we went to a local bar in Christy's neighborhood, or in Christy's area. It's a little bit of a drive for me. It's only about a half hour or so for me, but it's still a little bit of a drive for me to go anywhere that is like a gay bar or anything like that. But since it was Pride Week over in Columbus, as I said, I live over in Ohio, there were like 3 of us, one of which being the bartender in the bar. That was it. So I spent some time with her and talked to her, and that helped. That helped quite a bit. And then the next day, I got to see my girlfriend, and we went to the movies and just had the day to ourselves. And we actually did our first domestic type thing. We went to Walmart together. Woohoo! So, and then, excuse me, fortunately Monday I got my shot. So I'm not feeling the depression as much. I'm still not feeling as leveled off. Goodness, I don't know what's going on, other than my allergies. It usually takes me a couple of days after I get my shot to actually start to feel that balance again. So I think after it starts to hit about 10 days. So I think if it happens again this time, which means around next Wednesday or so, if I start Wednesday of next week, which would be July 3rd, if I start feeling this downslope here, I'm going to get a hold of my doctor and see if we can move up my shot. So I'm not going the whole, not going 2 weeks between, or either increase and put the shots closer together or increase the dosage. Personally, I would like to do both. I mean, I listen to a lot of guys who are on doing like 50 mil every 2 weeks. I'm on 25, so it seems like a really low dose for me, to me. And to be honest with you, I'm not happy that I realize with my age, because I'm 46, that the older you are, the slower the changes are. But at 3 months, I would still like to see something other than my skin being oilier. I need something else to happen. And like I said, I know I'm decided to go ahead and get a hold of the doctor up in Cleveland that I want to do my top surgery. His name's Dr. Madali. I'm going to get a hold of him and everything, and start getting that in progress. So after the first of the year, I can get the surgery done quickly. I don't want to have to wait until like next summer or the end of next year or something. I'd really like to get it done as soon as possible. And as I said, I wanted to give myself time to get completely recuperated from the 2 surgeries and the radiation treatments. And I also want to, start working on, because obviously you can tell I'm a pretty good sized guy. I want to start get back to lifting weights again and doing some stuff to try to get myself healthier, get myself in a little bit better shape, get some muscle tone, so that when I do have the chest surgery, I'm not going to have perhaps maybe as much lipo or anything like that. I don't want to be a big guy with man boobs. I didn't like being female and having female boobs. I don't want to be a man and have man boobs. I don't want boobs, period. So that's where that's at. I'm still reflecting on the STP Packer, the whole STP Packer situation. My girlfriend is a little concerned that with still having a visible chest, if I'm actually in the bathroom, she's a little concerned about me being harassed because she's extremely protective. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm unsure about that step. So if anybody has an opinion or anything, feel free to say something. And I know a few people have asked me about my girlfriend, if she's going to do a video with me. To be honest with you, I don't see that happening because she's a very private person. And right now, because of her job, she can't be full-time. So it would be kind of awkward for someone that knows her to possibly see her somehow in one of my videos or something like that. So I would worry about something like that happening. As I said, my girlfriend, she is an MTF. But she is the light in my heart. I love her very much. I am hoping that, we've been dating now for about 2 months. I've known her though since I started my support group last year, because I met her in my support group, and I was actually dating my ex at the time. So I've known her for quite a while, but we've only been dating about 2 months. But she has, as I've said before, she has just walked in and stolen my heart completely. I can't even begin to describe how happy I am when I'm with her, and how happy she makes me, and how good it feels to be with someone that cares about you that much. I just hope that she feels the same thing from me, because I want her to be happy. I want her to, I want to take care of her. I want to be there for her when she needs someone. I just want to be that for her. So, and this video is getting a little longer than what I had anticipated it, which that seems to happen with me. So, I am going to sign off for now. Maybe I'll do another video here. I'm waiting to go see my therapist tonight, so maybe I'll do another video here after I talk to my therapist and see what she says about things I've been feeling and stuff for the last couple weeks, and we'll go from there. So, all my brothers and sisters out there, peace be with you. We've got to stick together. We've got to take care of each other, and take care. This is Alex.